Scarface, The World Is Yours is an open-world crime game, obviously based on the Scarface license. It's really a game where you get to experience what it's like to be Tony Montana and build up your own cocaine empire in Miami and hire lots of henchmen and run your business like you're becoming the ultimate kingpin.
If you're a fan of the movie, you've seen the movie. You know the fucking movie. You don't want to replay that movie. That's great if you're playing, Finding Nemo. But as you start to get older, and obviously Scarface is a mature game, you want something that's different.
When we sat down with our design team and tried to figure out, what we were going to do as far as the storyline, we really didn't want to just create kind of a cookie-cutter movie license game where you get to play the movie from start to finish.
It's about revenge. It's about going after Sosa, the guy who took everything away from you.
Which is a major theme of Scarface. It's kind of the rise and fall of an American gangster. And, Tony had everything, he's lost it all, and now you've got this great revenge plot, and you've got this great kind of plot of redemption where Tony wants to get everything back and do it right this time, and eventually just take out Sosa and get his revenge on him in the end.
Most open world games, you're pretty much, the step and fetch boy. You have to run here to do this, run here to do that. Well, that's great, and that may work for other open world games, but when you're playing Tony Montana, you're the fucking shit. You're the kingpin. So it's like, fuck that.
I need my car as quick as you can right away, okay?
Tony doesn't go to the world. The world comes to him. Everything from different sorts of handguns to shotguns to machine guns.
We've got a full upgrade system to the weapons. We actually have a weapon vendor who was actually played by Lemmy from Motorhead. Then you can contact him at any time with your satellite phone. So if you're in a mission and you keep failing that mission, you're out on the street and you're about to go into this warehouse and take on a bunch of enemies again, you can say, you know what, I'm going to call my weapons vendor. And you can go in, you can buy the bazooka and maybe the rocket launcher, maybe you need the sniper rifle. Call for your driver. He comes in, he's got all your weapon inventory in the trunk of your car. Go to your car, grab the weapons you need, go back inside, finish the job with the new weapons.
What the player chooses to buy, what the progression of things that they collect and amass, and how they use that to help take over all the territory that Tony lost, that's up to them. As far as the story goes, the story, we have a progression, it's that long build-up to eventually go after Sosa, but how the player gets to those points is really up to them.
We really sat down and said, we're going to design the combat portion of the game, or the driving, and we said, how would it feel more like Tony? So every single piece of this game was designed to make you feel like Tony. So, using your talk button, Tony's taunts are a major part of our combat gameplay.
You're not done.
When you're driving a car, a lot of games you feel like you're the car and you're just steering this car around. In our game, you're Tony driving a car, and you can still taunt drivers, which builds up your balls. You can actually lock onto enemies 360 degrees around you as you're driving. We've got blind rage as part of our shooting gameplay as well, which you build up Tony's rage, and then you unleash this kind of mode where you're invincible and Tony barks out at his enemies. It's kind of like the end of the when Tony's on top of the stairs in the movie.
We wanted to capture that emotion in the game, and the guys at Radical basically said, okay, if we were going to do that in a gameplay mechanism, what would it be? And it was like, well, what if we, targeting has always been problematic in open world games and third-person games in general. What if we had our own unique twist on it, and we put the game into first person, which is something new for most third-person open world crime games, and allowed the player then to have a way of increasing his health without having to do traditional health pickups. The more enemies you kill, the more health you get back.
We just got an amazing amount of celebrity voice actors to join in this game. A lot of people really wanted to be involved in this project. There's a lot of Scarface fans out there, and it was actually quite easy to get people to jump on and join. So Al Pacino is involved as far as his likeness, and we've got some voice from Al as well from the movie. Gaspar Gomez is played by Cheech Marin, and he was pretty great. And we got we had some other really colorful characters. Jay Moore was a drug dealer for us. He did an awesome job. We got Ricky Gervais, and like I said, Lemmy did an amazing job of the gun dealer as well. So really colorful characters in the game for sure.
The other big thing for us from a gameplay standpoint is that we went back to the core mechanics about what makes these games fun, and we've really fixed and improved upon things that other people have gotten wrong.
You can have an entertaining time. You can spend hours and hours and hours just walking around the world talking to characters.
Hey, Do this for me, okay? I never forget no one who do a favor for me.
And just hearing what they have to say and what Tony has to say to them. So there's a lot of entertainment value as well that came into the game.
We have one of the greatest IPs you could ever imagine to have for a video game. I mean, Tony is the fucking tits perfect character for a game. And so that's for us. It's like, that's what it's all about. Capturing the Tony Montana feel, innovating in the open world genre, and really perfecting the actual gameplay.
So I think that we've done some things. We went far above and beyond in making, a licensed game, and actually did some really cool new things with the property. And we think people are going to have weeks of fun with this game.